OpenAI just revealed their App Store for custom chatbots. No longer are the days of having to do manual tasks. We now have chatbots that are custom and tailored for your given workflow. In this video, I'm going to show you how to analyze a deal in seconds using custom chatbots. My name is Ariel Herrera, fellow data scientist with the Tech and Real Estate channel, where we bridge the gap between real estate and technology. If you want to see more videos around automation and using custom chatbots, please like this video so I know to make more content and subscribe. All right, let's get started. In this tutorial, let's imagine that we are analyzing a deal in Fresno, California. It's a property for sale. In Zillow, we could see the property needs to have some work applied to it. Ultimately, we may want to invest in it as our first real estate investing opportunity and add value to it. But we need to understand, will this property cash flow and is it going to make a return on our investment? So this is where we could use GPTs. One of my favorites is Bard. It's free to use. You can ask many different questions to Bard. So let's use an example here. Let's ask Bard if they can write us a sample email to send a lender on what their rates are for a 30-year loan. So we are in the process of trying to acquire an investment property, and we could use ChatGPT or Bard to be able to help us just automatically create this email, helping us save time. This is where LLMs really succeed, especially the free ones. Now, what if we actually want to analyze a deal? Maybe we want to send it over to our lender and say, hey, this is the property I want to purchase. It cash flows well. Can I get a hard money loan? Maybe if we're a flipper. So I'm going to ask, can you please analyze the investment opportunity for this property? Bard is able to extract information, including the property price, location, and some attributes. However, we want to really understand what are the metrics. So let's ask Bard, can you please provide an overview of cash flow and other financial metrics? Let's see what Bard's response is here. Unfortunately, Bard isn't able to actually give us those metrics that we're looking for. This is because it's not trained on this particular data of reading property information. And that's where we can actually introduce custom GPTs. So here I've been able to train one called Property Deal Analyzer, and it's based off of Coffee Closer's dataset. So here I'm going to ask the same question that I did to Bard, except it's going to be trained on a different chat GPT. So here I'm going to go back to my original question. Can you analyze this property? Copy it and paste it over into my custom GPT. So what this is doing now is hitting the API that we have that has our information of property records. We also have details around opportunities for a property and financial metrics. Within seconds, we have our results. So let's walk through this briefly. We have our investment property address. We can see some property attributes similar to what Bard had initially spit out. We also have more detailed information like location and schools, their ratings, a financial analysis breakdown, estimated rent, monthly expenses, and overall profit and loss. We could see some investment highlights. This property does need TLC, tender love and care, so we can add value through it. As well, it is in a well-established neighborhood. We could also see the property description and the ultimate recommendation. Although this property is experiencing a slight monthly loss, there is still opportunity for equity growth and some improvements. It is also in a good area, so if we are looking for long-term appreciation and equity building, this could be a great deal. This is the power of using custom GPTs. Gone are spreadsheets. We can actually have a beautiful summary of a financial analysis alongside market analysis just by utilizing custom GPTs. So let's do a follow-up and ask additional questions. Here I'm asking my custom GPT, can you modify the analysis if I'm putting 5% down? Because I'll be house hacking the property instead. So I'm going to live in the property and maybe rent out the bedrooms or a part of the house, and most likely leave after a year and fully rent it out. Let's review the response. We could see that the Property Deal Analyzer Custom ChatGPT has modified the investment analysis for 5% down. The assumption is that the new mortgage estimate will be higher as well. Our monthly profit will need to be recalculated. So unfortunately, we're not able to actually get the update. This is just me only tinkering with this for about an hour yesterday. So there's still a lot more that could be done, but it does give us some house hacking considerations like reduced living expenses and loan terms. We also get an updated recommendation that although a smaller down payment is going to mean an investment change and likely higher costs, it could also still be a potential if we have additional units that are being rented out, or if we have roommates to have additional rental income. But what if we actually wanted to see those numbers if we were to, say, only put 5% down, whereas in our property analyzer GPT, it didn't do so? Well, in this case, we could directly hit coffee closers here. So I'm going to select the property since I've already searched for it. We have a property search tool where you could search any property that is residential for free. So here we could see that same property, except now we can do a lot more toggling in real time. So here, when I go to initial costs, I can quickly change this to 20%, see what cash on cash return has changed, 5%. I can also make edits immediately. So in this case, rent, maybe I believe it to be a little bit more. Maybe I'm going to house hack it. So if I have one of the rooms rented, that could be an extra $600. Let's put that. Now we're looking at a more positive cash on cash return. However, it does look like there needs to be work done on the property. So let's get an ARV, an after repair value of what the property would be worth estimated after doing some of these repairs. We could see here the property would be around 360K, what that spread would look like, and what those sales comps are. Now, the real value of coffee closers is being able to not just be able to observe a property and analyze it, but to be able to analyze an area as well. So in this case, let's imagine we're looking for the best city to invest in that has cash flow. I'm going to select Buffalo, New York, a city that I've never even looked at before. Here I am met with a map on the right-hand side, and this is powerful. We're looking at economic and location-based data to understand what areas in the city are gentrified versus little to no gentrification. Why is this important? For someone who's looking to build appreciation over time and hold a property, you want to see growth. You want to see increased employment, new development, higher median income. And this is what this map is guiding us for. Let's click into one of these properties to understand more. So here we can see a property. It looks to be pretty turnkey. If it looks to be fixer-upper, we do mark those as fixer-upper. We could see different rent estimates and be able to toggle on what our asking price would be based on what our criteria is for cash on cash return. We could also see a little bit more information about the neighborhood. In this case, it's not the best neighborhood, but there are early signs of gentrification. So it really depends on our risk tolerance if we wanted to move forward and send this deal to our agent. In addition, we can receive and look at more information around rental comps, sales comps, and again, our data on gentrification and zip codes. I hope you found this mini tutorial fun. This is all brand new stuff where the App Store is readily available. And even though my custom GPT that I've been tinkering with is not available on the App Store, you can make a request to get access. Just fill out the form here. Let me know what's your role and what is your interest for using ChatGPT Property Analyzer. Do you want to use it to analyze your own deals, embed in your website, or maybe learn how to build your own custom ChatGPT? This will help me to prioritize what content to bring for you next. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and leave comments below if you want to see more content around this. Thanks.